This Adventure Camp made a new episode today, and I can't watch it because I had to make the school review, of course. Also, the title, Will This Pay Off? It's going to come effect at lunch. I don't know if I'm going to make timestamps because making timestamps is hard, and last time I put timestamps, I just used AI to help me because I didn't feel like doing that crap. I might do it for this video, but yeah. On to the intro! Alright, so, the cut. Let me remind you how this works. Today's episode was called Gossip, Glitter, and Goodbyes. Tuesday, August 26th. The goal was to eliminate 2 people. Today, 2 people have been eliminated. Today had a total of 87 votes. So, I'm going to list everyone who has 0 votes. I'm going to say their first name, not their last. Nathan, Hines, Ava, Cameron, Jewel, Supreme, Braylon, Elise, Isabella, jeez Louise, Edward, Kennedy, Layla, and Caden. If I said your name, you're safe. Now, I have this written down on my iPad. Not my iPad, the school iPad. But now, I have written down on my notes who got amount of votes. The students who have 1 vote are Sanskar, Brennan, Jacob, Rocco, and Anna. If I said your name, you got 1 vote. Let me go more specific with last names now. Sanskar B, Brennan C, Jacob C, Rocco C, Anna C, Ryan Z. No, not Ryan. Next, the people who got 2 votes are Ryan C, Avaya D got 2 votes. One person who got 5 votes. Landon B got 5 votes. It's down to 3 people left, and only 1 of them are safe. The people left are Lillian B, Kaylee C. There's 4 people left. I'm so sorry. Jeez Louise, I'm such an idiot. Lillian B, Kaylee C, Elliot C, and Jackson C. The next person safe with a total of 9 votes is Lillian B. You are safe. We're down to 3. Kaylee, Elliot, Jackson. The last person safe, Lillian B. Kaylee C. Or no, I meant Kaylee C is the last one safe. Jeez, I don't know why I'm messing this up. Kaylee C got 11 votes. Kaylee C did get 11 votes. Elliot C got 19 votes. And Jackson C got a whopping 34 votes. Altogether, today we got 87 votes. Insanity. So 209th is Jackson C. 208th is Elliot C. Fun fact, only boys have got eliminated so far. Episode 3, which is tomorrow, is going to be called Backstabbers and BFFs. Good job today. If you voted today, good job. I appreciate you. And continue asking me to vote because I guarantee you I'll have it at my disposal and you'll vote right away. Anyways, it's time for the review that you all been waiting for. I'm not even at the 5-minute point in the video, I think. No, you probably are. Anyways, let's go. So, the bus ride to school, I asked people to vote. But after that, I just kind of went on my headphones and watched my I watch YouTube. Then once we got to school, went to homeroom, I think I worked on the cut a little more. Then period 1, TY. In this class, my goal was to ask TC, no, not TC, oh my gosh, TS and KEK, I almost said her name, S, yeah, TS and KS, to vote. Did I do it? By the end of class, no. Only because we got like 1 minute of free time, and I needed more to ask them to vote, apparently. Hopefully I can actually do it tomorrow. But I actually got KS to vote later that day. I wasn't able to get TS, which sucks, but hopefully I can do it tomorrow. I feel like the title Backstabbers and BFFs could probably help me. Anyways, we took notes. I can show you. Took a bunch of notes. Ironically, I didn't have to write any of it. Reason being, I don't know why. Some people decided to write in their notebooks instead of do it on their iPad, which was allowed. But these are the exact same notes we got last year. Word for word. I made sure of it before I just copied and pasted it. So it's kind of confusing what people just wrote it down. You wasted a lot of time with just, being normal. I still love you though. To the people who's watching this who wrote it down instead of going on their iPad. I guess people like to write. But TS, I saw it. She was all color-coded, so perfect. Which I don't mind. Perfect is always amazing. Who doesn't want to be perfect? Not everyone will be. That includes myself. But still. Good for you. But not me. Because I just typed it down and barely did anything in that class. So that was easy first class. Next is, I keep forgetting. Anyways, we went to chorus. Right? Chorus was the first class this year of chorus where people couldn't hear my voice. No one said it out loud, but this is the calm before the storm. Once we get into baritones, altos, and sopranos, you know people's not going to hear me, and it's going to be like, I can't hear the baritone. I don't know what to tell you. Because I can sing pretty well, but not perfect. Anyways, today we sang more songs, and I didn't get interrupted by yearbook photos. So I sang, or tried to at least, and ultimately nothing much happened, honestly. People were talking, he had a shush more today, but that's just to be expected. Did I ask anyone to vote for the cut? Yes. You're a viewer, I know you're watching. Oh yeah, she said I can use her name, Gemma. Also, Gemma, if you're watching this, I bet you are. You're on the block tomorrow, meaning that you could get voted off. And if you're watching this, you exclusively get to know that 3 people are going home. So if you get 3 votes, there's a chance you can survive. It's unlikely, but there's a chance. It happened with Kaylee. Remember when I read it out, Kaylee almost got booted. Today, 2 people got voted off. Tomorrow, Wednesday is gonna be 3. Then Thursday's 4, and then Friday's gonna also be 4. When we come back Tuesday, it'll go back to 3. Then Wednesday to 2. Thursday to 1. Friday to 1. And then next Monday, it'll go back to 2. Stuff like that. It's basically going in that order until like the comeback challenge and team swaps happen, where things get a little complicated. But I think I'm gonna get it in the bag. I think I can handle this pretty well. Either way, away from the cut and going to LK. I think that's her name. Whatever. Either way, we went to LK. Remember when I said she was semi-strict? I think we're going back to that territory. Exactly what I thought. Because she is kind of semi-strict, but since I don't talk a lot, it doesn't really affect me. We were allowed to go up for bonus points today. So, like, go up, read the story, well, what you did in the summer, or wish you did, and then read it out loud to the class. I'm going to read it to you guys since I'm just talking to a camera. So, yeah, give me a second. Just remembered that, we had to turn it in, so I don't have it anymore. But it was about my birthday party, which was a vacation project like Survivor, but it was a birthday project. I call it the birthday project. We're going to have it every birthday party from here to the day I die. That includes when I'm an adult. When I'm an adult and I have my own house, I'd hope people can come over depending on how far away. Or we can have it somewhere where they can all get to easily. That was random. But basically, I couldn't open up, but I didn't because I was socially awkward. Yeah. I didn't get bonus points, but I already have 100 in our class because we didn't take a test yet, so. Okay. Anywhoosies, so we learned reading terms, but we didn't get to finish. I guess that's a W, even though that's more we have to do tomorrow. So it's not really a W, but to some people it is because that's what we had to do today. Some people only care about today and not tomorrow. I'd prefer to get everything we have to get done today, so we have to do less tomorrow. I'm worried about the future, not the past. We're getting closer to what the title's saying. We're getting closer. I'm pretty sure the title of this video is going to be School Review, Episode 5, in quotes, I forgot. Gosh darn it. I had this planned from after my bus ride home. What are we calling this episode? I think we're just going to call it Will It Work? And if it's not called Will It Work, I probably remember what it was actually supposed to be called. Anyways, we went to K. I remember his last name started with a K. But he hasn't even been here, so we have a substitute today. He's not coming back to, September 5th, which is craziness. But, whatever, I guess. Hopefully, if he's really nice, then, okay. But maybe this is just the calm before the storm. Who knows? Either way, we went to his class. Well, her class, because the substitute's a girl. And we learned about, jeez. Oh, my gosh. I have it in my binder. I'm not even going to pause it. Give me a second. Oh, my gosh. I pulled out the wrong... Oh, there. This is the only class I need a binder for, so it's not even that big. Binder. We learned about testable and non-testable things. This is the only class I had homework for. Not the first class I've ever had homework. Well, this is the first time I had homework in this class. The first time I ever had homework in 8th grade was literally the first day of school. Wait, or second. It was either one of those. And it was just a survey. Today, we just have to answer 3 questions about testable and non-testable things. Which I'm going to do after I'm recording this video. So, when this is posted, just know I probably did my homework. Either way, after that, I have to mention something. This is going to relate to my goal for tomorrow, too. RS was I don't know how to really put it. She has this charisma. And, that's the first time I ever laughed in that class. I guess it's not saying a lot. I feel like it was inevitable, but it's something interesting to think about. And then we moved to, AZ. We went to his class, and we learned about, fractions and decimals, I'm pretty sure. I don't know when we have a test for him. I'm very curious. I've been paying attention and taking notes. So I'm interested for that. We didn't make as many 6-7 jokes. Oh, well, it was mentioned. So, there's not been a day so far where that hasn't been mentioned in this class. But we're starting to bring in 69, which is, yay. Because that's believe it or not, that's a sex joke. So, it's not appropriate for school. But he did say it himself. What happens in AZ's class stays in AZ's class. I'm posting this on the internet, but I don't think he's going to find out, or the school. And if the school finds out, why are you watching my videos? My videos are not short enough for you to be watching them, and it's so necessary. If you're working for my school, get out. You have way too much time on your hands, apparently. You should be working. That was a stupid rant. Anyways, we're just moving on. So, time for lunch. And now, I'm going to tell you what this title's about. I have a plan tomorrow. It's not convoluted at all. This is me having to go up to someone who I already mentioned in this video, actually, and asking if I can sit with her table. So here's my plan. AZ's class tomorrow. Once we're out of that class, I'm going to go to RS and ask her if I can sit with her, since I've been sitting by myself Yes, today I sat by myself. I got people to vote for the cut, but like that was the only takeaway. Like, bro, like I sat by myself. 60% of the days, out of the 5 days we're here, 60% I sat by myself. Let's make it 50. Wow. If I sit next to someone tomorrow, that makes it even worse, which is weird to think about, because you go down even though you sat with someone. Because 3 divided by 6 is 50 in percentage-wise. Either way, I'm going to sit next to RS. No, I'm gonna go up to RS. I'm gonna ask if I can sit with her table, and mention the fact that I've been sitting by myself for 3 days out of the 5, not counting that day. We've been there. I don't see that many. I don't see her saying no. But if she says no, I'm going to be like, okay, then I'm gonna sit by myself again, like I always do. And I hope she at least notices how I'm sitting by myself, and I was not lying when I said that. But either way, assuming she says yes, the plan's in action. When I get to that table, I have 2 missions. Only one need to be completed for my life to feel complete. And the thing that needs to happen isn't even about me technically socializing. I'm taking this advantage. I'm gonna only show the title. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So, next episode is gonna be called Episode 3: Backstabbers and BFFs. So I'm going to be bringing this to that table. I'm going to be asking if they want to vote. And it's like, I don't see why they wouldn't want to vote. So they vote, and then after that, I don't know how social I'll be. Because, like, yeah. Now that I'm saying this out loud, there's multiple things that can go on wrong. First, you can say no. Generally, because there might not be enough room at her table. She's a popular girl, consider that. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll tell you how it goes tomorrow. Lunch is going to be the most important class tomorrow. The title for tomorrow's video is going to heavily relate on what happened in this video, what I'm saying, and what happened that day. So get ready for episode 6. That's going to be a very interesting adventure. Anyways, that's it. I mean, like, I already told you, the takeaway was I got people to vote for the cut. Jeez Louise. Next, I had art. This is when I asked KS to vote. And she smiled, which is weird. Because, like, if I don't talk to her, she doesn't... Okay. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Either way, she smiled, which was weird. But I chuckled, too. So, anyways, we worked on art. We did a 3D frog, and then she wanted to check our animals that we did a couple days ago. She did, and I finished the frog and did good with the octopus I drew. And tomorrow we're going to be outlining the octopus onto cardboard. And then we had RG, American freaking history. I realized something today. I'm not scared of RG. I just despise him. Is he a bad teacher? I wouldn't say that. But I don't like him at all. He didn't call on me today. He was calling on the person behind me multiple times, so it made me think he was calling on me, which was not a good feeling. But yeah. I probably zoned out in this class more than any other class, which I need to fix. He's just, like, so boring. He's the oldest teacher I have, pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure none of my other teachers are, like, 50. I bet he's 50. There's no way he's 49. There's no way he's 60. He has to be in the 50s. I don't know when. Maybe I'd say 53 or 54. But he definitely ain't 40, and he definitely ain't 60. Either way, his class was more chill. Maybe it's because he's yelling less, but whatever. Whatever. And then, during intervention, I was planning to work on the cut. I have a presentation for the cut that I can't show you because it has their faces on it. But, yeah. I was doing that. But, only for like 5 minutes, because then they called us down to have a little meeting. I'm not even going to tell you about it because it doesn't matter. I was just mad the entire time we were there because we were there all intervention, which was expected. When they called us, it was like, yeah, we're gonna be here all intervention. And I remember when I said I had homework. Other than the cut, the other thing I was gonna work on was my homework, and now I have homework, which was not the plan. Like, the cut wouldn't have taken me that long, and if it was getting down to the wire, then I would have just done my homework and then worked on this when I got home. Because it would give me something to do when I got home, but, like, really. Anyways, now, on the way back to school, on the bus, I told a couple of friends I have on the bus that I'm about the plan that I told you, and they don't like it, but not because, like, the plan won't work or I'm gonna embarrass myself. They didn't like the plan because who I would have to sit next to. Reagan and Reagan's friends. I told them like one name and they're like, nah. Well, not that. I was talking to a 7th grader and an 8th grader. I'm an 8th grader, by the way. So that was kind of weird. The 7th grader didn't know really who I was talking about. She knew RS, but like, she didn't really know anyone else. But that 7th grader's actually at my lunch period. I asked a couple days ago if she saw me, and she was like, no. So it was like, okay. Either way, I'm excited for tomorrow to genuinely see, like, if Reagan says no, I'm probably going to ask why. When she walks down to lunch, I'm going to have to count to 5 in my head. Now, let me give you an example. Now, my heart was beating because I was thinking about going up to her and asking. But I tried it multiple times today, counting 5 in my head, and then going right into action. It helps my anxiety, so I'm doing that. We're going to be walking, so, like, Reagan walks next to her friends, but I gotta ask, because if I don't, I'm sitting by myself again, and I do not want to do that. If I was this sociable like I am on camera at school, we probably won't be having this conversation right now, because we'd probably already be friends. Anyways, the goal is I sit next to them, and then I sit next to them the rest of the school year. And as days go on, I'd probably get more sociable, and then I think I could have a bunch of new friends. And I'll be getting out of my comfort zone. Remember, let me get the fortune cookie thing. It's still, I hid it up here so my sister couldn't get it. Remember this? So, I'm assuming this is going to work, and I'm not going to get comfortable till September. Whether it's September 1st or later in September. Because that would give me happiness and contentfulness for a while. Anyways, today was maybe one of the better days because, like, bro, I have a plan to get sociable, and I'm so excited. Unfortunately, I don't have lunch till period 8, so that's going to give me a lot of time for anxiety, and I only count to 5 in the moment. If I do it beforehand, I feel like I'm going to jinx myself. Anyways, if she says yes, I'm locked in, hopefully. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, other stuff. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. Mwah.